Hey friends, welcome back to Homeschool-ology. If you're new here, my name is Nikki. I'm a homeschooling mom of 4. I've got a 7th grader, 3rd grader, and then a 5 and 3-year-old doing like a combined preschool kinder level. On this channel I like to talk to you guys about mostly secular homeschooling, but a little bit about motherhood and having a larger family, traveling with a larger family, and everything in between. So today's video is a collaboration with Leilani over at Living with Eve, and it's not just a collaboration video, but it's also a giveaway. So head on over to her channel. I'll be linking it down below for all the details on that. But we will be sharing why we homeschool. So the name of the collaboration is Why Do You Homeschool? So what are our reasonings, what are your reasonings for why you chose homeschool, and just to kind of see how everybody's view, or why people do it, are different, and it can be very different, ranging all across the board. And so just kind of to see why people chose this way of doing school, educating your children. So I hope you will stick around and watch my video, and then when you're done, I hope you will go check out Leilani's video, as well as the whole playlist of all the moms collaborating with this topic. So I have talked about this before a little bit, why we initially started homeschooling, how this homeschooling journey started for us. So I have talked about it a little bit. So as a reminder, we started homeschooling when my oldest was young, because she was very anxious in social settings, like to the point of crying in corners and just having epic meltdowns just from the overstimulation of groups of people. And the thought of sending her to school every day just didn't sit well with us. We knew she was not going to have an enjoyable experience, and my kindergarten experience wasn't great, and so I kind of feel like that hindered my relationship with school and learning. And not that I wasn't a good student, I was a very good student, but I feel like I could have done even better had I actually enjoyed going to school. So we were just going to homeschool for that 1 year to give her more time to kind of get ready to be in social environments, and because let's face it, 5 is young. They still have a lot of learning to do after 5, so that was why we had started. But we had also been talking about things like, and this is the part that I don't think I've talked about much, we had also been talking about things like we wanted our children to be problem solvers and critical thinkers and be able to figure out things on their own, and how that wasn't really what school was teaching kids anymore. I am a former high school teacher who was very, in the public school system, and just the shift of moving from like teaching your kids problem solving and figuring things out and vocations and all of that, to making sure that they're able to pass this test, and with all this knowledge that, let's face it, isn't all that important necessarily. It's just not important that you remember what year World War II happened when you have your phone in your hand and you can look that up really quickly. It's more important that you're able to understand how to balance a checkbook, or how to solve the problem of have a toaster that's not working, and how where are you going to take that to get looked at, or is there a way that you can fix that, or does that mean you need to get a new one because this one is just no longer any good? Just being able to be a person in society who is able to do critical thinking, and how is my action right now going to affect my life and others' lives in the future, and all of those things. That's what we wanted to teach our kids, not World War II happened in whatever year. I mean, I don't even know when that
1924.
Well, apparently she knows that, but that was kind of what we wanted for our children. And we thought, is the public school system really where they're going to learn that? Or even a private school, is that what they're going to learn there? Is that what they're going to be taught? And so we had kind of already, my sister-in-law had been homeschooling for a little while, like 2 years, I think. And honestly, when she started homeschooling, I've talked about this before, but I thought she was nuts. I could never do that, but we saw how her child was doing, and we decided, you know what, let's just give it a shot. Let's give it 1 year. It'll give her another year under her belt of dealing with being in a social environment. It'll, give us just what can we accomplish in that year? And she just thrived on it, and that's why we continue to do it. We were really wanting our children to learn how to learn on their own, because that is, teach somebody to learn and they can learn forever, so we didn't want them to just learn facts. We wanted them to learn how to learn. And that first year, she just made so much progress and was doing so well and really enjoyed it and didn't want to go to school the next year. So we said, okay, we'll do it for 1 more year, and that year was successful too. And then we added in child number 2, and that year was successful too. And so we just thought, you know what, this is what works for us. And now we are definitely homeschoolers. We're in our almost 8th year of homeschooling, and love it and aren't looking back. And I do ask them occasionally, do you want to go to school? My oldest has a friend who does go to school for a couple of periods, and she's like, yeah, no, not gonna do that. I like being at home. And so yeah, we homeschool because it's what works for us. It also provides us with the freedom to travel. If you've been around at all, we love traveling. We go a lot of places. My husband travels for work sometimes, and so we can tag along because the kids are homeschooled. We don't have to pull them out of school. And so it just works for our family. It works for our lifestyle. It just works for us. We like it. We feel like our kids are really learning what we think is important for them to learn. They're getting a lot of great life skills, and so yeah, that's why we homeschool. So I'd love to hear down in the comments, why did you guys choose homeschool? Are the reasons why you chose it the same reasons why you're still doing it today? Because for us, the reasons why we chose it, she is so much better in a social environment now, and with that have been our goal. She would be, she could definitely go into the public school, but our reasonings have changed. We started with those other reasons too, and those are still partly the same. But our reasons now have changed because our lifestyle has changed, and it matches our lifestyle. It fits in perfectly. And so I'd love to hear, why did you start homeschooling, and why do you do it now? Is it the same? Is it different? And while you're down there, I hope you would subscribe to this channel and ring that notification bell so you know when the new videos are coming out, which I try to post Mondays and Wednesdays. And I would love it if you would give this video a thumbs up to let us know that you guys like this kind of content. And don't forget, you can always follow me over on Instagram at Homeschool-ology to kind of keep up with our day-to-day life. And I think that is all I'm going to share with you guys today. So don't forget to head on down to the description, find Leilani's channel, check out that giveaway and what you guys can win, and also check out that playlist and listen to what all the other moms, what their reasonings are. I know I'm excited to hear everybody's reasonings, to see, are they the same as mine? Are they different as mine? Maybe I have some of those reasons too, and I just didn't think about them. So I am looking forward to chatting with you guys again real soon. So I will talk to you later.